As you guys can probably tell, we have another absolutely glorious day here in Cork. So I basically spent this morning picking up my rubbish outside because my bin blew over, but these storms are no joke. So we had Storm Ciara last week and this one's called Storm Dennis and it's actually worse. And I honestly feel like I'm getting cabin fever at this stage because I like getting out early in the morning and having a nice walk with Oscar, but that hasn't been possible now for like around 10 days and I'm going a little bit crazy. Anyway guys, on a more positive note, welcome to my first full day of eating on this prep series. Today I kind of wanted to break down what I'm doing nutrition wise for this prep. Obviously show you all the meals I'm eating and basically what approach I'm taking, and I'm also going to be training quads and delts as well today, which is one of my favorite sessions at the moment. So I normally get up, go for a walk, come back, have a black coffee, do my emails and then have my first like light snack. I never really start the day with a massive meal, so obviously I couldn't do my walk this morning, so I just finished up my emails and I am having my snack. So I have my rice cakes, I also have these protein yogurts that you have heard me ramping on about on Instagram and in my last video, and I'm having some raspberries with that as well. I am going to be training a little bit earlier than usual today, so I hate going to the gym with just one meal in my system. I like to have at least two or else one meal and a light snack, so that's my plan for today. I'm having this snack, then my pre-workout meal, and I feel like I'll have enough calories in me then to get a good session done. But anyway guys, just to give you a little update as to what I'm doing like nutrition wise with prep, I am 10 weeks out today, so I'm doing a 16-week prep and my calories started at like 2300, and on my training days I'm still on over 2000 calories, so I've 2020 calories today. My macros are 220 carb, 150 protein and 60 fat, and the only thing that changes on my rest days is the amount of carbs I eat. My coach decreases my carbs to go down to 1740 calories for rest days, but these macros and calories will be changing a lot over the next few weeks. It basically just depends on how I'm looking and how I'm responding, and my coach just alters the plan for me. I started off with no cardio and only 6,000 steps a day, which was absolutely nothing, and now I'm up to 3 30-minute sessions per week, and I'm also doing 10,000 steps per day, so my overall activity levels are much higher than what they were when I started prep as well. So I know when a lot of people do competitions, they prefer to follow a meal plan. It's probably like the more common way of dieting for a show, but I think it's becoming a lot more popular now to do if it fits your macros for competition preps as well. So I am actually doing if it fits your macros so far on this prep. I have done meal plans with my coach before and I've enjoyed them, but I just prefer the freedom I have with if it fits your macros, and obviously I have done this for a long time, so I still make good food choices. I try my best to choose nutrient dense foods, and I know what digests well with me and what sits well with me at this stage, so I'm not like a complete newbie to if it fits your macros. I have done it and practiced it for years, so basically myself and my coach didn't see a reason to change anything up yet. He gives me my macros, I choose my foods, and that's basically it. I eat similar foods most days of the week anyway, to be honest. Like my foods on all my training days would be very similar. I have the kind of foods that I like and the foods that I know sit well with me and the foods that I find tasty on my plan, and it's been working perfectly for me so far. I actually dropped weight for the first time this week, even though I have been dieting for 6 weeks. This week was the first time I dropped weight, and I dropped 1.4 kilos, which is actually quite a lot for 1 week. To be honest, my hunger levels aren't too bad yet. I'm managing it. I'm being very selective with when I decide to eat. I normally like push out my first meal and have just a light snack in the morning because I'm a lot hungrier in the evening, and I normally have like a black coffee or something like that in the morning. It kind of quenches my hunger a bit. I don't know if he's going to switch me to a meal plan or if we're going to stay on if it fits your macros. We are just going to have to wait and see how that plays out, but so far I am really liking this diet phase. But yeah, that's the approach I have been taking and will be taking for this prep. I'm training 2 days on, 1 day off, and I'm going to bring you through my training split maybe in my next video instead, because I kind of wanted to keep this video focused on the food that I'm eating, and like as I said, it is a full day of eating, so I'm going to keep it more about the food for today, but that's my little update for you. So I'm going to be having 45 grams of Cabana's oats, some low-fat milk, and I'm also going to have, of course, my cereal milk protein shake from Ghost. And this is it, guys. Simple but effective. Look at my new keyring, guys. Obsessed. So I have 2 working sets for the exercise. One is a back off set and the other one is like my heaviest set. So back off is normally between 12 to 15 reps and my working set is normally 6 to 8. Putting in my headphones now because I'm about to go for a PB on the not hack squat, on V squat. So last week I got 180 for 12, so I'm hoping to get 190 for like 6 to 8 reps hopefully. I am just getting some steps in because it's raining outside and I know I won't be able to get them in later. But just wanted to show you something I'm a little bit proud of. I'm on the Irish Independent today. My dad rang me so excited this morning at like 8:30. But yeah, it's just like a little interview about my YouTube channel and how I started and things like that. But yeah, there's me. Rob Lipsett was actually on it as well. He was like on the little article next to me. So we're doing bits. Right guys, I'm about to make my post-workout meal. So I'm going to be having a bagel with chicken, lettuce and my life saviour on prep, lighter than light mayo. So I'm having 125 grams of chicken with this meal, and of course I'm going to be air frying it. So I normally put my chicken on for like 13 minutes at 170 and it's normally like just perfect at that. And here it is. She is looking thick. This is my ideal Saturday night, to be honest guys. I am wearing the biggest pair of joggers I own. Chilled, showered, training done, work done. And I'm watching some NBA highlights. And I'm also going to finish Messiah. We started watching Messiah like last week, maybe 10 days ago at this stage, and it's really, really good. So we're going to finish that as well tonight. Okay guys, so my coach just got back to my check-in, and for this week he hasn't made any changes to my calories. All is going well and my performance in the gym is still really good. I'm not feeling tired, so he's just keeping my calories and output the same. But he did suggest that I get a waist trainer. So I feel like waist trainers are a bit of a like touchy subject on Instagram and on the internet in general. A lot of people have different opinions on them, and honestly myself, I never would have used one before and I never would have recommended them because I just don't think they have a place in like the majority of people's lives, if that makes sense. I think that if you're ticking all your boxes, if you're doing everything else right, if you've been like consistently in a deficit, sleeping well, training really hard, and like doing everything else, then I think a waist trainer can play a huge role, especially for like competitors. If you look at any of like the best competitors in the world, whether they're boys or girls, nearly all of them wear waist trainers when they're training, or even when they're just doing cardio and things like that. So he basically asked me to get a waist trainer and to use it when I'm doing cardio, or even when I'm just doing my steps on my walk, and when I'm training as well. So that's going to be completely new to me, something I haven't used before. So I don't know if it's going to work out for me. If it does, if it doesn't, I will report back in another like 2 or 3 weeks and let you know how I'm getting on with it. But even before I started prep, I feel like a waist trainer wouldn't have played any role in my life because I wasn't ticking all my boxes every day. So just know that if you do see me wearing one, I don't think that they're suitable for everybody unless you're doing everything else right. But he basically said that it should help with midsection control. If I'm wearing it every day, it basically helps you control your breathing and like control your midsection, because when you're on stage, obviously you want to stay as flexed as you can for as long as you can without leaving your stomach like hang, if that makes sense. You're wearing a waist trainer while you're doing cardio and training, you're going to sweat more around your midsection, which can help. I'm going to have to wait and see how I get on with it, but I will keep you up to date. But anyway guys, I just had a shower and I'm feeling fresh, and I wanted to show you some of my new skincare products because my skin is actually feeling quite good since I changed things up. I obviously still get spots from time to time, which is normal, but I used to have like dry patches on the edge of my face and then an oily T-zone. So it's basically combination skin. So I've tried different products in the past, and I've just found that when I moisturize at night, no matter what moisturizer I was using, I would always wake up and just feel like my pores are clogged and I just wake up with spots. But I picked up this Lancome combination type skin moisturizer, and it's like really fancy. It was a little bit expensive, but Lancome products are known to be really, really good for your skin. And this is how it comes out. It's like a plunger, you can see. And I have been using this in the morning and at night, and I have noticed a massive difference in my skin. My dry patches are like no longer dry, and it doesn't give me pimples in my T-zone either. So it's like the perfect moisturizer for combination skin. And I used to always take off my makeup with makeup wipes, which is like horrendous, and they're so bad for your skin, and I was just lazy with my skin basically. So I scrapped the makeup wipes and I picked this up in Pennies the other day, and I have been really enjoying it. It's a lot more like delicate on my skin, and even though it does take longer to get my makeup off, it's definitely worth it. I can feel that my skin is like a lot less aggravated. So this is really popular. I see loads of girls using it all the time in like YouTube videos that I watch. It's just a micellar rose water. But yeah, if you have skin like me, if you have like combination skin, and if you're looking for a good moisturizer, this Lancome one is really, really good, and I definitely recommend it. Hey guys, I am just cooking up today's dinner. So I'm going to be having spaghetti bolognese. So I just have my mince and peppers in here, and I have my pasta boiling over here. So I do much prefer the Don Mio sauce, but I was shopping in Aldi when I picked this up, and it does taste nice, but not as nice, but it still does the job for a spag bol. I'm also going to put in some garlic granules, just a little bit, into my mince. I just love garlic on everything, to be honest, so why not? And dinner is served, guys. I have 70 grams of pasta dry weight, I have 120 grams of 5% fat mince, and I also have some peppers. I have been absolutely obsessed with Eddie Hall's YouTube. He uploads like every day, and it's basically him in really small underwear, just like doing obstacle courses. And like, look at him, look at that. He's so funny. Anyway guys, I am just about to have my last little snack of the day. So I am having a banana, and I'm also having 25 grams of dark chocolate, and that will finish off my macros for the day. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I am about to chill out and watch some Netflix, and I'm going to edit and upload this video by tomorrow because I like having a video up on Sundays. I find like that's the day where everyone's just kind of chilling out and has time to watch YouTube videos. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.